So, day 56 in the vlogs, and beautiful day. Yesterday was full raining from around 6 p.m. I went for a walk as always, and on my way I was planning on going to get at least try to arrive to a certain point, but clouds were rolling down the streets. So you get that sensation that, you know what, I'm going back. So I start going back. Good decision. As soon as I arrived my home, a minute later, rain. So I didn't get wet. It's a good thing when you don't have a foam protection. I have one, but I didn't have it in that moment. Like, I have a full plastic thing. That's why I can vlog with it. I can make some B-rolls, I can show something, but I can talk to the camera because it's one of those things that you get the cover and you put it in, you can put it underwater. But like, it's a risk. If water gets in, you lose the camera. I'm not willing to take the risk. So, beautiful day. Going for a walk, of course. This is my point of view. Not that if you're a therapist and you agree, let me know. If you don't agree, let me know too. So, I'm heating up. Hold on. So, you need that third-party perspective, you know? That is what gives you the answers, or not all the answers, but you need a good track. So, a good trick that I do to get that perspective, because not everyone can afford therapy. That's a reality. Right now, I cannot afford it. Even if I need it, I cannot afford it. So, a good trick that I've been doing for a lot of years is I'm my own perspective, my own third party. So how I do it? For example, if you're having a problem, you're struggling with a situation, and you don't know what to do, normally you will go to a friend, an old person, maybe your grandfather or your grandmother, or someone that gives you're struggling with that young Padawan, and you will say, hello there, General Kenobi. So just to put the fun into it. So the third party, and oh man, I'm having this kind of problem, and it's happening this and that, and I'm struggling, I don't know what to do. So, because I'm transforming myself into my own personal therapist, I said, like, what? I put both roles. Like, I'm talking to a friend. This is the wisest person I know, and has all the answers, or at least in my perspective. I'm trying to make sense to what I'm saying. So I tell him that problem to this wise person. You know, I'm having this situation, and I'm having these struggles, and I don't know what to do. Like, what is your advice? Now, you change it to the other perspective. Imagine yourself that a friend of yours is coming, 10, 15 years old. You're 60, 70, 80. You lived through, you went through hell and back. Put it in that perspective. You see the beautiful in life, you see the bad in life. The beautiful and the ugly, everything. And this 15 years old, or 10 years old, or if you're 10 years old, a 5-year-old, like someone younger than you, comes with this problem. What would be your advice? What advice will you give to that young person that is in front of you having this kind of problem? Okay, now, so what would be your advice to that young person that is having that situation? You have to think about it. Like, you're having this situation, and normally I'm good at giving advice to other people, not all the time applying it to myself. That's why I'm doing this kind of trick. So like, okay, you know what? You're having this situation, you're having this problem. Maybe you should try this, or you should try that. Or sometimes, bro, give time to that problem, because that problem is in your immediate moment, but not necessarily will be your full reality. Like, for example, what I have, my struggle right now, in this moment, very moment, and I'm having this kind of situation right now. I don't have money, and as a photographer, I'm forced to sell my camera because I don't have money to pay for the next chapter. So you have to do sacrifices. I don't like it, but I have to, because I know that in this very moment I'm having that situation. I know this situation is right now, and maybe in 6 months or in a year I will be seeing this situation and say like, oh boy, if I only knew what is coming. If I only knew. That's why I have so much fun doing these vlogs and sharing these moments, because in a year I can show you where I was a year ago. The 1st of September or 2nd of September? 2nd of September today, 2nd of September, yeah. I'm not watching the, I'm recording, so I don't know what time it is. The 2nd of September 2022. Maybe my reality is 100% different, and I know it will be. So sometimes you have to hold on to the boat when you're in the middle of a storm, because that storm is not your life. That storm that is shaking everything in you is not your full reality. It's just a brief moment that you're going through. You have to endure and you have to overcome, so the next chapter in your life comes different. And from these painful moments, there's a huge learning lesson into it, that you have to take it, and you have to, and it is, I know it sounds like I'm trying to sell you like a motivation course. Sometimes you have to take the moment to fully embrace what is happening, and analyzing this and going through that moment of, okay, I'm going through this is a situation, what advice would I give myself in that situation? And this is what I'm telling you now, and I'm giving myself the advice as I'm telling you. Bro, this is just a small page in your life. It's not a chapter, it's not the full book. And when you're reading something and you're reading that page, and that, how that character is going through that moment, in that, you know, that's not the whole book. It's just a page or two in the book, and that's it. I love this weather. So and you can see the difference in the mood, by the way. Like, I love it. I actually love it. I enjoy this kind of weather. Makes me feel alive. Weird, huh? So this kind of situation, you have to embrace it, and you have to be patient and love yourself in that moment. And so that's how I'm taking it. And I know that, yeah, it's painful to sell the camera, not because it's a camera. Like, I don't care, it's a thing. It's not about the camera. It's what the feelings that comes to that camera means, and the sacrifices that I will have to do, not only selling the camera, but managing with only my phone to take photos. Quality is okay, but it's not like, oh my god, I love it. No, not at all. That's why for me it's like, but for the greater good, for a greater purpose. So the next chapter in my life. So if you're struggling, and this is already too long, I'm sorry, but like I'm good at talking. So if you're struggling and you're living through a hard moment, and I know most likely it's like that because, like, bro, everyone is going through a painful moment right now. But as a wise person once says, on the fifth day, look at the dawn, and I will be there. That was Gandalf in the two towers, and he was there with a full army to protect the king and Aragorn. I love the Lord of the Rings, by the way. No, but seriously, like, hold on, embrace yourself, because not every day is a storm. You're going through a storm, yes, but don't worry. Trust in the universe, because whether you like it or not, the universe loves you. The universe, God, angels, wherever you want to put it. I like to keep it more neutral, so I talk about the universe, but it applies to everything. If you follow a particular religion, apply to that too. And with that beautiful view, hold on, be patient, give time to the universe, because you know your reality, you know what you're going through. But maybe, like, you're thinking, if only this happened. But for that to happen, there are steps it need to happen, and maybe one of those steps require time to the adjustment appear. And this is something that globally happening. It's not just you or just me or just South America or just the US or just Europe or just Middle East or just Asia or wherever you may be, wherever timeline you may be, because this is in YouTube, so this is forever. So yeah, hold on, be patient, and bro, don't worry, sister, don't worry. Like, I know life is hard, but there's always something beautiful coming through. Maybe you don't see it. I don't see it right now, just to be clear. Like, I can almost see it. It's like the fog. I cannot see the horizon, but I know it's there, you know? So I'm trusting. It's like, if right now it's not in the middle of the day, but I know the sunset will be there. Maybe I don't see the colors. Maybe I don't see the sun, but I know it will be there with beautiful colors. So if you're going through a problem, don't worry. You got this. So, and as you got this, also, got the subscribe button. Of course, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, and if you like NFTs, I have a link down below if you want to help. That would be amazing. I don't have it for sale yet, so you can make an offer. That would be awesome. Or maybe for the time you're seeing this is already sold, or I have other photos, other pieces of art. So have fun, enjoy, and you got this. Fist bump. Hope.